Welcome back, everybody, to Warlord of SBAS Torment Ties of Numenera, episode 35. Last time we negotiated with the bug people to stop digging on the ground and destroying the ground. And we went over here just for fun to see what meats. So let's continue eating these meats just for fun. Hang on, Shank. What is that? Pay him. Monk nods, saunters over to the vat of red throbbing muscle and carves off the slice. He spears the meat with a sharpened bone skewer and slaps it into his grill, sprinkling it with a flurry of spices. When meat is cooked, he hands you to the skewer, and you take a bite. Meat is gamey and a little tough, but the spices are so intense that you hardly notice. Lots of folks eat that 3 times a day. Meek Monk winks. Wish more of them would give me grubble wings a try. But it's their loss, hey? Take another bite of animal meat and trying to get a sense of the flavor that lies beneath the heavy spice. The taste summons up a welter of memories. You've eaten enough animal flesh before, perhaps many times. He evokes a vague sense of desperation of a vast ruined landscape. Detonations erupting around you. Scavenging the bodies of fallen beasts for food. You realize that it isn't one memory but many. Many lifetimes, perhaps the hellscape of war. Memories fade. But some meat. And some wings. Let's eat some wings. Bam. Good choice, Monk. Produced a jackknife and saws one of the leathery wings from the fluttering mass and tossed it into the grill. It flaps weakly for a few moments, then lies still. In an aroma like sweet baking fruit begins to rise from the stiffening wing. After a short time, Milk lifts it from the grill with a pair of tongs and hands it to you. You take a bite. The wing is crunchy and sweet, with a rich and fruity taste. Good, eh? Nobody believes it until they try. Monk grins and slaps at his belly. I eat them all the time, all day long. Keeps me trim and handsome. Well, that was fun. Let's continue exploring. That is Cliff's Edge. Alright. So what's down here?
As you wish.
Anything?
I'm ready.
Loot. Loot is always good. Find a jumbled pile of large rocks on the end of the roughly honed tunnel. The motionless limbs of its stitches protrude from the mound. The rents of its corpse painted with dried ichor. Move the rocks to uncover the corpse. Alright. Mr. Might, it is you. First rock is the hardest to shift. Once you warm to the task, you are nearly flinging them aside until you have fully exposed the corpse beneath. Examine the uncovered corpse. Clearly the creature was digging this tunnel when the root collapsed and killed it. The smaller claw is mangled and mashed, but apart from the crushed thorax, a few gushes in its corpse, the body itself is surprisingly intact. Lore natural. The creature's claw left furious gouges in the fallen rock and the surrounding walls, and you realize that it intentionally collapsed the tunnel. It wanted to die. Huh.
Of course.
Interesting. Might talk to the Stitches about that.
If you think that's best.
I think everything's the best. Fulsome underbelly. Nothing good. I'm curious.
With alacrity.
Awesome. The man towers over you, enormously fat and draped in gaudy robes. His expression is calm, stern, and even, as he guards the bloody mass spread across the floor and wall. The hooded Figures on either side of him tense as you approach. He turns to inspect your eyebrow lifted and raises his hands. The bodyguards relax, watching you. In the space of the second, his eyes flicker over you. He nods apparently to himself, as if your presence was confirmed something he expected. One of the cast-offs godlings that explains the missing pieces. What are you doing on the underbelly, falling star? Who are you? The people on underbelly struggle, he says after a long pause. They live and die in the dark. Their sorrows do not reach the ears of those who live in the light. The reflection of your face is pale circle of his dark eyes. And so I speak with that for them before the mighty, protect them from the predators, and they see how predators that see themselves as easy prey. And he pauses, pressing his lips together. I avenge them when they fall. He folds his arms. Can you answer my question? Who are you? Why are you here? How do you know who I am? An odd question, he says, frowning. You fell from the sky like a comet and somehow survived. My people have been watching you since you set foot on the beach. He cocks his head. Now that I've answered your question, answer mine. What are you doing down here? I'm looking for someone. Are you? He says. I know everyone in the underbelly. I am seeking someone as, well, perhaps you can help each other.
Updated my journal.
He turns his back on you, staring down at the vast pool of blood. This is all that remains of a Weedle, one of my proteges. I had hoped for him. Now they will never be realized. The underbelly is poor without him. The rage beneath his voice cuts each word shorter and shorter. Bring me any information you find. Help me discover the identity of this killer, and you will be rewarded. He exhales sharply and turns around. The fury you glimpsed in him is buried once more.
Making a note.
There's an assassin named Makana, he says. This is known as the White Death. I have helped her find work in the past, but she has become erratic. If she is not involved, she might know who is. If you wish to help me in this matter, ask her what she knows. The creature named Mapper may know where she is. Oh, you can count on me. I hope so, he says. Trustworthy allies are in short supply. Do you have any ideas about the killer's motive? I have suspicions, he says, a muscle in his cheek twitching. And I have my enemies. It takes no imagination to conclude that this was meant to hurt me. He shakes his head. The killer did not slit Weedle's throat and leave him for me to find. No. They spilled an ocean of blood and scrawled nonsense on the walls. If this is a message for me, I cannot interpret it. It suggests the killer is crazy. But which of my enemies are insane? I want to examine the murder scene behind you. At first, Folsom doesn't respond. He merely stares down at you. Through you. I will not have you trample through the blood without cause, he says at least. There had better be one. I don't need your help that badly, godling. The murderer may have left behind evidence. I want to know. I won't know unless you let me look. He casts a doubtful glance behind him. Dutiful glance. Pauses, then nods. Let him pass when he is ready, he tells the hooded figure. Aside. They incline their heads. You live in the underbelly? Not quite. He smiles like he's paying for point by a millimeter. I rarely sleep, so I need no bed of my own, but I have spent most of my life in these tunnels and grottos. It is a good place for crawling and cruel and unforgiving, but good. His slow gaze sweeps over the underbelly. Sidge's fluid sense that its undesirables here, as if it is worthless. But the underbelly is a place hidden treasure, wise machines, and calm mutants. If I had a home here, I would not regret it. Folsom seems like a strange name for you. Yes, the big man says. The name was a gift, and someone of a witnessed him from my departed mentor many years ago. Before long, the name was the only one I was known by. A true gift in light of the unfortunate nature of my given name. Alright.
It is done.
Let's see what we can see. Not much remains of Folsom's former protege. You know, a vast still pool of blood with a skin hand in its center. A bloody circle is scrawled on the wall nearby. Inspect the hand of the pool of blood. Flat hand with long, slender fingers lies palm up in the center of the pool of blood. The rest of the victim is missing.
Making a note.
You step away. Stand the bloody circle on the
Updated
wall.
my journal.
Or mystical. You recognize the shapes slashed on the wall. It is both a transdimensional doorway and a symbol of the Children of Endless Gate. Practically Detective Donder O'Hare. This leads to an inescapable conclusion. One of the Dendero O'Hare may be the killer. Always know who the killer is. Before you can look away from the circle, our memory bulges painfully through your thoughts. Your memory isn't yours. Surrender to the memory, no matter how much it hurts. Fresh blood streams over the circle, yanking your thought through the hollow. It is centered into the world beyond. A strip of blistered land coils through the void, as black as a gaping mouth. The air is thick, foul, and textured with the sickness of maggots. Nausea slams into you, filling your head, affecting your thoughts. Ow. My brain hurts. You shove the horrific memory away from you, slamming your mind shut like a door and swallowing the knot of notion in your throat. After seeing the world, the bloody pool at your feet seems almost mundane. Alright. Just making sure it's the same thing. Yep. Alright, we know
All right,
some.
Ren, you can do this.
Alright, now we need to find. What's her name? Alright.
Yes.
Sends into the water. Your head's off. No, it's not. I'll talk to you later, Mr. Headless Man. Fair enough. This large and heavy-muscled woman wears the upper appear to be rags that should have fallen apart ages ago. She looks so tired that it wouldn't be surprised if she fell asleep on her feet, and yet she opens her mouth, her voice is interjected like a little girl. She's about to get a present. Hello, can anyone hear what I'm saying? Oh, I can't make this work. I can't make this work. Without warning, she slaps herself. Oh, I hope no one saw that. Ollie, no thoughts at all come from this woman. At least you think she has none. There's a faint whispering on the edge of your hearing, but you can't make out any words. Who are you? Are you talking to me? Her head swirls awkwardly around, trying to catch a glimpse of him. Oh, you are. The name is Verna, the champion of the waste. The woman flinches at the sound of a very different booming voice that come from her own mouth. That's not my name, you stupid thing. I am Verneth, champion of the waste. Damn, I came from a land you never heard of. Damn it. I guess I'm not allowed to say. You're not in control of your body, are you? I am. Just don't know how it all works. The woman clenches a massive fist. Tendons standing against her skin like steel cables. This isn't actually my body. I'm just talking through her and trying to move her around. Foot lifts to her face and falls back to the ground. He keeps yelling over me. If I talk about something I'm not supposed to, she says, lowering her voice, but maybe if I speak carefully. Her chin drops to her chest. My family explores the world using special tools. The body stabs itself with its finger pointedly. But they tell me I'm too young to help, so I waited until everyone was sleeping. And you know, the head lolls back in its neck, winking at the roof of the cavern. Are you an explorer too? I am, but not like you. Oh, she says, for some reason. Thought you were a champion of the waves too, damn. I did it again, didn't I? Just don't tell anyone what I am, alright? What can the construct do? Well, it's really hard to break my mother. That's why who usually controls it. Once got stepped on by an adult Earthshaker, it just stuck her in the ground like a nail. The woman flexes a massive bicep. I am flexing, the girl says. I'm trying to flex anyway. It's also incredibly strong. Punches holes in mountain strong. The arm flops back to her hip. And it's not really a construct. There's no metal inside. She has blood, bones, perfect human expression. That they can tell from how I do it. Girl and sorrowfully. The woman's face grimaces along with her. Where do you get the construct? I was born in a storm on the battlefield at night. Woman roars. Ha! The girl says after a respectful silence. She really doesn't want me to tell you what I just tried to tell you. Can you tell me anything about where you got the construct? Siege, the girl blurts. Oh, she let me say it. But I probably won't get away with more than sorry. What do you people explore? Our impenetrable fortress in Lost Valley is falling apart. I think we should just get out into the world for real. But no, my family is afraid. The fingers on the woman's right hand wiggle like they're playing an instrument. Her dead expression doesn't change, even as the girl's voice rises. I am not, of course, but they won't even let me use this thing I have to sneak around like a child. Alright, cool. Can't really do much with you right now. Where's Mr. Headless? I want to talk to Mr. Headless. Oh, there he is. Stop everything. I want to talk to the headless guy. Hello, headless guy. Aw, I can't talk to the headless guy. I am disappointed. Mapper, you're the one I'm supposed to find. From a distance, it looks as if the mutant is wearing a form-fitting suit. A flying pattern lies in white, yellow, and pale blue. In closer inspection, it becomes apparent that these are tattoos, and they cover nearly the entirety of his body. Even has shaved head. His actual clothes are simple and worn, and his boots look as though they've seen hard use. He is studying the meaningless swirls and whirls on his arms, and mouthing names that mean nothing to you. Salva, Blaney, Ergo, Dentries. Then he looks up at you. You see the strange device covers one of his eyes. Deep blue light shines in the center, and it seems to measure and evaluate you as he focuses on you. He smiles as you approach, a broad beaming grin that says he considers you a friend already. I'm Mapper, he says, extending his hand. A new face. New face mean new places. I've been everywhere around here. I found my way into places long sealed and best forgotten. Met all sorts of people, he frowns. Can't say I care much for some of them. It's true. His voice is fast and insistent and incisive. Still, I try. The communities of our world are islands of light. Sometimes they wink out and sometimes they flare up. I want to link them together. I want to be a bridge. So you want to be a bridge? How do you even do that? He shrugs, a faint smile on his lips. I travel, I see places. I map them out on my skin. And maybe inside me. I don't know. I mean, the lines change when I look. And they've got to be stored someplace, right? He scratches his bald head. The lines flow under his fingers. I just need to collect places. I need to know what that I've done something. Making maps is all I know. It's all I want to know. Where did he get all those tattoos? These are not tattoos. They're maps. He exposes a shiny grin. Maps of places I've been or heard of. He covers an artificial eye and with his hand and says, if I look at my skin like this, it's meaningless. Then he uncovers it and says, but look at that like this, suddenly I see the map spring up my skin. I focus on it, it all comes clear. Feeling, people, smells, even the route to get there. It's worthless to anyone else, of course, without me to interpret the map. It's a combination of mutation and the lens. Finding the eyepiece was the best part of being born. Like this. He sighs contentedly. It made me feel like my life made sense at least. And that, my friend, is far more luck than anyone deserves. Where have you been? Excuse me. He laughs. It's probably easier to ask me where I haven't been. Overseas Protectorate. The oasis of Ra Julius. Valley of Dead Heroes, Colin Village, ruins of Archipelago, and all around the Black Cube. Tower Birds, where thirdless fall, even up past the clock of Cal to Vorlock. As he speaks, the lines on his body shift and move, coming into prominence with the words. Every place was a treat, an experience. Did you know? Most people never go more than 50 kilometers from their village of birth, if that. I'd have been tremendously lucky, my friend. He smiles down at his map. Then he looks back at you and says more quietly, if you plan to travel, I'd avoid the grasslands, though. Birds will take your meat for their meals and your bones for their nests. Have you heard anything about the murder down here? Murders? What murders? Alarm colors his face and a faint streak runs through his tattoos. No one tells me anything. Besides, one of the drawbacks of being a drifter, I suppose. No one thinks to keep you informed. He looks then he looks around. Of course, in a place like this, people don't generally talk to each other much anyway. I'm looking for a woman named Medkina. Do you know where I can find her?
I'll remember that.
I hope so. You'll remember it. The King of the White Death? I've heard of her. I know where she hides too. He grins wide, exposing a mouthful of extraordinary white and clean teeth. I can tell you where she is, but I hate to say, it comes with a price. Much as I love to talk about my travels, I need to finish a patch on my City's Cliffs map. I need your bragging rights for the next time I see the navigators. He shrugs. Excuse me. Ugh. Also, she might not be happy if I told. But I might be able to help you find it. For a trade, of course. He drops his voice. Have you ever heard of changing gods? Secret of City's Cliffs? In times past, and so forth. The city is a sanctuary under the city, a place he used to retreat to. Planning for the future while he thought on his vast, making possibility maps. The sanctuary is the one important place I haven't seen in City's Cliffs, and I need to fill it in my map. As far as I can tell, it's not far past the Stitch's lair. The problem I'm having is that I just can't make any sense of the language. Maybe you can talk to them. He shrugs disarmingly. It's a hell of a place, I know, but there it is. You want to find Makina, you'll find a sanctuary for me. Alright. Why don't you look for a sanctuary yourself? This stick is sucking Stitcha, that's why. Got those precious eggs in their lair, and they won't let me in. But it's not like I've got the interest in their eggs, but I get no patience for dealing with their clicks and rumbles. I just want to know, get me. Any other way into the sanctuary besides Stitch's lair? He says that exasperated. There must be a change. I wasn't the kind of person who would just put one entrance into a place, but I haven't been able to find the back door for the life of me. Questions? Alright, sure. I'll leave it here for now. Next time we'll finish exploring, hopefully. If not, whatever. Until next time, remember, embrace the chaos, or you'll go mad. Bye!